In this tutorial, we'll be painting dates in oils to make them look realistic, just like in a photograph. Remember that we're painting each fruit on a prepared surface. The background should be covered with diluted ochre, a touch of white, and a touch of umber, mixed with plenty of linseed oil. This neutral, warm undertone will create a soft glow beneath the final image and eliminate the excessive whiteness of the canvas. We'll start with the first date, drawing the curves and lines of the fruit in brown. To mix the colors, we'll need ochre and burnt sienna. A little history about these two colors. Ochre is one of the oldest pigments known to mankind. It was used by prehistoric artists to decorate cave walls. It's a natural iron oxide found in the earth. Depending on where it's found, ochre can be yellowish, golden, or even reddish. Burnt sienna appeared later, the same natural material, only fired at a high temperature. During the firing process, the iron particles darken, creating a refined warm brown hue with a subtle, transparent sheen. These two pigments work beautifully together. Ochre provides light, sienna depth. Together, they create the basis of almost any earthly palette. After we've finished with the main mass, at the form refinement stage, I add reflections, subtle gleams from adjacent dates. I add orange tones to highlight the illuminated areas. Now we begin to develop the texture of the peel. The date's surface is complex, glossy, but wrinkled in places, with soft, iridescent reflections. We use our favorite technique, applying a gray-blue color to suggest dusty areas. If you look closely at a real date, you'll notice areas with a subtle grayish-blue tint. They're especially noticeable in areas where the gloss catches the reflection of the sky or surrounding environment. These cool notes are needed not for decoration, but for the truth of the light. In painting, it's cool tones that give warmth credibility. Without them, brown would be flat and dull. Using a red-orange hue, we add warmth and richness to the date. Each date has a characteristic crease, an area where the flesh is slightly wrinkled. Our goal is to capture the soft play of light in these creases. In a still life, it's advisable to arrange 3 dates diagonally to create subtle movement in the plane, one slightly closer, one in partial shadow, and the third closer to the light. This simple asymmetry adds naturalness and depth. The second date will be brown, but slightly warmer because it's in the shade, and next to the bright orange persimmon. On the palette, I mix burnt sienna, raw umber, and a small amount of madder lake. This creates a complex, warm, rich brown tone, close to the color of a ripe date, with a hint of amber and honey. The wavy lines of the fruit's curves can be applied randomly at this stage. When working on the highlights, take your time. Thick white paint isn't needed here. Instead, mix white with a drop of ochre and madder lake, creating a warm, light tone. Apply a light, dirty beige to the part of the fruit that catches the light. The date is a surprisingly complex object. Its skin is glossy, yet wrinkled at the same time. Hundreds of microscopic reflections play across the surface, each one soft and not harsh. Gradually, the dates gain volume. Now it's time to add highlights. And finally, to add more detail, add cadmium yellow with a small, fine brush. We draw the final date in a similar manner, using the same principle. Three simple dates, painted with attention and calm, become a wonderful exercise in observation. There's no rush, no fuss, only light, form, and the breath of the material. This is how an understanding of painting is born, through observation, through patience, through respect for every brushstroke. In the next lesson, we'll move on to covering the background and applying the final key details.